reflect each other, either at the same time or any time, despite of living in different time zones, continents, or even when not physically talking to each other. They can communicate telepathically, and this is thanks to their empathy, soul-mind powers, and mostly the same energy flow. They were one soul before they had to split, then they were guiding and looking for each other to finally reincarnate together and share love. But it's all about self-development, not a romance only. Twin flames usually don't know what a twin flame is until they connect and feel the power of pure love which they never felt before, despite of how many partners or how many fulfilling relationships they have had before. Usually they didn't have any fulfilling relationships prior to the meeting because they always felt insatiable. They kept looking for the one, the other half, complementary soul in a body, so they were only getting signs and lessons to learn, mostly through painful experiences related to love. This is how their heart chakra was evolving because it had to be developed well before the meeting. The other meaningful trait is that they both feel they experience something highly unusual. They feel a pull which is hard to explain or resist, and most importantly, a warmth in the central part of the chest, just next to the heart. Also, they will quickly discover there's a bond between them, which has nothing to do with just loyalty or commitment as in regular romantic relationships. It is like an ethereal stream of energy which is deeply rooted in their chests, heart chakras, and it is perfectly vibrating once twins find each other. When they interact, think of each other, but it can become really hot when they spend time together in person. The bond works like a magnet which glues the two. It is probably the only link remained from the original connection when they were one soul before the split, not created on this earth but rather recreated. The bond keeps the two together even on a great distance, and probably also when one of them dies, which is described as the most painful experience ever for the one who stayed alive. Even if things go wrong, the bond will be still there, and it will remind twin flames about this powerful love link. They can usually feel what the other feels. That's why twin flames should be responsible people to not hurt the other emotionally, telepathically, and know how to keep own negativities at bay. They will be constantly on each other's mind, as if one was living in the other's world. This can be overwhelming and distracting, therefore learning the techniques of how to stay grounded becomes useful. Most importantly, however, twin flames will respect each other from the very first moment they meet, online or in person. One of them may come up with sexual suggestions thanks to this very hot and open connection, but they will never force or abuse the other. In fact, most of true twin flame men are gentlemen while women are alluring, though they both know how to behave themselves. There's an unspoken mutual agreement between twin flames that they will only do things together which they accept, and yet they accept most of the things they do. Individually, they will be doing things of their interest but never against their partners, yet they usually do similar jobs or have similar passions. In most cases, not only you will deal with the twin flame thing but also a long-distance relationship, which makes it twice more difficult. Another paradox is that twin flames may find each other living thousands of miles away and speaking different languages. Still, one of the twins will be prepared for this to happen and drawn to such an experience from his early age. They may have already learnt the other's foreign language just because they had found it useful before they even met the twin flame. Or one may relocate to the county where the other lives just for a short time, thanks to a business opportunity. In this case, the universe creates opportunities and methods so the two could meet. Yet, after the meeting, not every decision or event is up to the two twin flames, since the universe is still messing up, though for your own good. That's why I wrote at Are You Ready? Page that this kind of relationship is for people who are persistent, who have individual passions to keep them busy in case of, always unexpected, separation, and who, logically, have some income to let them save dollar to travel and meet each other, then live together if possible. Male-female parts of the soul will desire to connect with bodies to experience a complete union, so better be ready for this. Now, a word of warning. Many people are so desperate for love that they will try to see a twin flame in every new partner, especially women do this. It doesn't work like that, yet they may attract a false twin flame, who will be abusive by stealing the other's energies. Energy is the most precious thing a human has, so that we can live and act thanks to this inner power. There are a few signs of dealing with a fake twin flame, such as feeling uneasy in the presence of the other, feeling weak, drained, apathetic when together, basically not really wanting to be with this person, feeling that something is not right. Things between twin flames always feel right to each other. They do want to be with each other, not thanks to own will but some inner force, regardless how difficult it can turn out sometime or how many personal fears they individually must overcome. People who are desperate for love have usually a psychological problem with themselves. They do not accept self and will want the other individual to alter their low self-esteem. Guaranteed, a possible twin flame, and even casual people, will not do it, as they are only attracted to positive, vibrant, loving energy, and this is beyond their conscious minds or will. They say that twin flames return on the earth to fix their stuff, but there's only one chance they may meet during the same century. They also say that there have been at least 3 waves of twin flames born in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. Each decade is marked with some significant cultural and spiritual revolutions, which is not necessarily linked to twin flames but a global consciousness, a need for a change. The new wave of twin flames was born in the 90s and they just started meeting. It is not sure if everyone has a twin flame. Some may stay with casual people or soulmates and these relationships will suit them well. Twin flames just feel this is not enough and they will constantly look for somebody to perfectly match them in a spiritual way. They will be choosing similar partners once they find the trait of the original twin flame, because there's karma to be solved and past damage to be fixed. We're not talking about people with mental problems such as obsession or victimization. This may be considered as perfectionism on the ego side, but in fact only twin flames know what a spiritual and physical union with the other twin flame means. Not every couple of twin flames make it, however, because even they communicate on the same wave in spirit. They were born and raised in different environments, with different beliefs, morals, and therefore, their egos were developed differently too. Negative ego has a bad influence on any relationship, but it's as destructive for twin flames. Negativities include expectations, conditions, needs, fears, doubts, worries, too much thoughts about the past and future, comparing self or partner to other people, basically all the negative stuff which lets us survive as humans but blocks our souls. Therefore, they have to align and adjust on a human-ego level, but keep oneself in the top spiritual shape. The most paradoxical thing about true twin flames is that they do reflect each other energetically, and totally. Thus, when things go wrong, it's not about fixing your partner but fixing yourself. Not to make him or her feel better, but so you'd feel good and vice versa. He needs to improve things inside of him to make you feel balanced and attracted. When you feel good, natural, and authentic, you draw attention, so it's a simple chain reaction. When you feel unworthy, you can be perceived as being repelling, but also your twin will feel negative, pissed, or tired. It's not a look or biology, it's a dirty energy in you. An ultimate absurd, but true, is that we desire to merge, but at the same time, we must remain individuals. We can't become co-dependent. This is a real paradox, and a picture below should explain it well. Blue silhouettes are humans, yellow are their souls. In case of twin flames, a male part of his soul is in a woman, while the female part is in the man. That's why you recognize each other when you meet. Originally, these souls were one, united at every angle. Of course, you have the two energies, masculine and feminine, both in one person. A woman can have more masculine energy, however, depends on an individual traits, hormones, etc. When dual energies merge, they strengthen, solidify, become harmonious. Only then you can create a true union. This is hard to balance, and cycles of balancing this will be repeated throughout your entire lives. True twin flames can heal each other, spiritually, but once the spirit is healed, the body also may feel better. I'm suspecting there may be a situation that one of them finds the other more perfect than him herself. When they finally meet in person, they will naturally exchange, soak each other's energies because the connection is open for which they are one together. Then the twin who found himself imperfect may separate due to feeling unworthy when contacting such a pure personality, while the other may feel all the negativities and doubts the twin had left him/her with, and is still generating telepathically. This stronger, more developed twin will then purify these negative energies inside, because it's unnatural and hard to live with unwanted fuss if one used to be clean. Once they meet with their twin flame again, the original but cleaned improved energy, stored in one of the chakras, could be returned to the owner to heal him/her. It is only made of love, and due to survival reasons, but should never be demanded in the name of love, because these negative energies can be truly harmful since both folks are empathetic. This seems to be unavoidable between twin flames but should not be considered as something to run away from. In the picture below, there's also the link between their heart chakras. They say twin flames can be of the same sex, but surely they will have masculine and feminine souls, as it happens between gay couples. One is more manly while the other is softer. Oh, and don't mind the background of this image because it relates to some biological reproduction, and this is not really important between twin flames. Some of them will decide to not have children together or will already have children from past relationships. The other good example mentioned often in terms of twin flames is a magnet, because forces and connections in the universe are explained through physics and math. Twin flames share the same soul, but they are mostly full of complementary differences. They can even live on the opposite side of the Earth, thus a south and north poles, as in magnets, are exactly what we're dealing with. Twin flame eternal. I hope you like the video. Welcome to my channel. Don't forget to check out the other uploads and subscribe if you like it.